All right, let's bring our basketball analyst, Kelly Burke, in here. Kelly, look, that was a disappointing loss for the Fever, but let's start with just an incredible performance by Caitlin Clark. We had people in the newsroom asking, was this her best performance as a pro today?
It was arguably her best performance, but I have to go back to Saturday's upset win over the New York Liberty. First time this season that the Indiana Fever have beaten a top-tier team, the Liberty in first place. Caitlin Clark, another back-to-back game today with 13 assists, and the numbers she's putting up are absolutely incredible, but that triple-double performance is her best game so far. Although Caitlin Clark shot the ball very well today, and she literally willed this Indiana Fever team back into this game after being down more than 20 points.
Well, you got to wonder, I mean, with Caitlin Clark having a performance like that, the Fever playing as well as they had been playing against a team they were supposed to beat. They were favored by 7. How did they not win this game?
A couple reasons. Number one, I was really surprised in this one that the Indiana Fever went to a starting lineup change, which I don't think you don't mess with the mojo when you've just beat the top team in the WNBA. But they went to a smaller lineup in this game, went to Lexi Hull, a smaller guard lineup. So that threw things off a little bit in the beginning. First quarter, 8 turnovers out of the gates, 12 turnovers at the half. And the Fever had 23 turnovers in this game, which led to 21 points for the Mystics. So you dig yourself an early hole. That's part of the problem. Then Aaliyah Boston, who's become your go-to big, especially from Caitlin Clark, gets herself in foul trouble. She picks up her 5th foul by the middle of the 3rd quarter, and you're playing without her. You have to make a decision.
And Fever just too far gone before it was too late. Down by, what, 13 points at the 3-minute mark. Just too much to come back from despite that great performance by Caitlin Clark. Next up for the Fever, they're home Friday against the Mercury. Now, let's bring it back to Angel Reese, who did it again. Look, it was, you know, maybe a little asterisk there at the end, but I don't have a problem. When you've got a record going, I don't have a personal problem with calling for the ball, even though you've already got the game in the bag, to try to keep this thing going. That's what the fans wanted to see.
It's what Angel Reese wanted. I think she should have demanded the ball. Give her the ball. She's going to make even more WNBA history with her 14 straight double-double. I say go for it. Angel Reese also trying to ensure that Rookie of the Year conversation is neck and neck right now. It's razor thin, so she's trying to get the edge, and she took a step towards that today because the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever flip-flopped in the standings.
And that's another thing. They're both fighting for one of those last playoff spots. We're about halfway through. We had our midseason awards at CBSSports.com, and Caitlin Clark was just ahead of Angel Reese going into today for Rookie of the Year, according to our team at CBSSports.com. Where would you put it right now between those two?
The Rookie of the Year race is absolutely razor thin, and you could argue that either player should win the award. But if I had to give the award today, I would give the slightest edge to Caitlin Clark, and here's why. You have to remember the Indiana Fever started the season 1-8. They played a brutal schedule out of the gates, and Caitlin Clark has been instrumental in their improvement. Going into today, the Fever were 6-4 over their last 10 games, have won 2 of 3 coming into this loss today against the Mystics. But 2 of those wins were against teams above 500, something the Fever hadn't done all season. Caitlin Clark has been instrumental in the Fever's improvement. Then you throw in the fact she leads all rookies in points at 16 per game, 2nd in the WNBA, 7+ assists per game, and her chemistry and synergy continues to get better and better with Aaliyah Boston. So I give her the slightest edge, but fresh on her heels, though, is Angel Reese, who is pushing her to the brink, making WNBA history herself. And Angel Reese, if you look at the big picture, she's been the most consistent rookie since the beginning of this year. She's been able to really embrace the physicality of this league.
11 points, 13 more rebounds today. She just tweeted dub, and in parentheses she said, I'm going to stop stressing y'all out. Angel Reese and the Sky not only getting that double-double streak to continue, but getting the victory as well. And we're going to see those two very shortly on the same team.
I can't wait for that.
All-Star game against the Olympians. What do you expect that to look like?
I am so excited for this format. And keep in mind, too, you flash back to 2021. It was the WNBA All-Stars pulling the upset against Team USA and Arika Gumbawale, the MVP of that one. But the part that I'm looking forward to the most is the fact that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are going to be teaming up. And you're going to be seeing a lot of Clark to Reese in transition on the fast break. A lot of assists going on between those two, and so much has been made. It's a heated rivalry dating back to college. But you might see these two actually develop a friendship.
I'm really interested to see how that goes, and then they'll play each other once again late August, and that could have major playoff implications as well. Kelly Burke with us here, dissecting what we saw in a couple of matinees today between Angel Reese in the Sky getting a win, Caitlin Clark in the Fever losing, but her putting up just an incredible stat line that we haven't seen in the WNBA or the NBA for that matter. Saturday on CBS, the WNBA returns 3:30 Eastern Time as the LA Sparks take on the Dallas Wings. It's also streaming on Paramount+.